and the way things come at you. And it's wonderful about these things. So, Chrissy, give my audience a little bit of background about yourself, and then we'll get into it.
Sure, absolutely. Well, I before the show, you and I were talking, and I told you that my girls were kind of what shaped my career, and I have found that it actually happens like that for many people, that life kind of shapes your career for you, if you pay attention anyway. And so for me, while I always was interested in marketing and advertising and branding and all of that stuff, it wasn't until my girls were they were about 10 or 11 years old, and they were thrust into the global spotlight because they were so unique as identical twins, which I know sounds interesting to say unique and identical at the same time. But they were recognized for being a really rare set of identical twins, wherein that one has a form of dwarfism called primordial dwarfism. So that's fewer than 200 people in the entire world have this form of dwarfism. And she actually has a variant of it that they actually don't know what it is yet. So they said hers might even be her own form of primordial dwarfism. Currently, there are 6 variants of primordial dwarfism that they've identified. And it was after they got thrust into the spotlight, I said, oh my gosh, we have got to harness the publicity that they're getting. I don't know what the future holds for them, but I know that this is something we need to take advantage of and try and do something with. So we created their brands for each of them, kind of what they wanted to do at the time. And it's evolved, as we all do. But we knew that we needed to do something. And crazy enough, I had actually already bought their domain names. Their first and last name. I had bought that when they were really, really young. Something inside me just said, buy their domains. You're going to need them. So now they get to use their domain names. And one is in country music, and then the other one has her own online jewelry business. And, it's just amazing that it's shaped my career, because now that I've done that, in the process, have also become a published author myself. And so that book was based on my daughter. And so they led me to become an author. And then that has led me to help other authors in their publishing journeys. And now I take what I learned in the building of their brands and my own brand, and I help other people do the same thing. So I know that was a long roundabout way of saying it, but I usually don't go that much in depth, but I thought your audience would appreciate a little bit more of a deep dive than I usually go into.